Every 4 minutes, a car vanishes from a British driveway, not broken into, not hot-wired. It simply drives itself away while the owner sleeps upstairs. If you own a car built after 2018, the technology designed to make your life easier just made you a target. And the people exploiting it have built something the police never expected: a criminal export empire that stretches from Surrey to North Africa. It operates around the clock, and right now it is winning. Between 2022 and 2025, more than 342,000 vehicles were stolen across the United Kingdom. That number alone is staggering. But the detail underneath it is worse. Only 13% were ever recovered. The rest, roughly 297,000 cars, simply disappeared. Not abandoned in alleys, not burned under bridges, shipped out of the country, stripped to skeletons, or given new identities and sold to someone who will never know the truth. The tool behind this explosion costs about £20,000. It fits in a backpack. Criminals call it a relay device, and it works by capturing the signal your keyless fob emits inside your home. One person stands near your front door with an amplifier. A second person stands beside your car with a relay box. Your car believes the key is right there. It unlocks. The engine starts. The whole process takes under 90 seconds. No broken glass, no alarm, no evidence you'd notice until morning. According to Admiral Insurance, between 60 and 70% of all vehicles stolen in Britain last year were taken this way. Thieves are not guessing, they are shopping. High-value SUVs, Range Rovers, Lexus models, Toyota RAV4s, each one selected because overseas buyers already placed the order. A sergeant from Kent Police described it plainly. His team tracked a stolen car that crossed the English Channel and reached Cyprus within 24 hours. Another made it to North Africa before anyone filed a report. That speed matters because of what happens at the other end. A global investigation found that stolen British vehicles flow into two major pipelines. One feeds the Gulf states, where luxury SUVs command enormous premiums. The other feeds West and Central Africa, where demand for durable four-wheel drives far outstrips the legal supply. Garages, brokers, freight companies, and informal middlemen move each vehicle through layers of paperwork until its stolen origin becomes invisible. By the time your car reaches a dealership in Kinshasa or Dubai, it has a new identity, a new registration, and a buyer who paid cash. So who is stopping this? The honest answer should concern you. In the year ending March 2025, over 121,000 vehicle thefts were recorded across England and Wales. Only 2.8% of those cases resulted in a criminal charge. That means for every 100 cars stolen, fewer than 3 thieves faced any legal consequence at all. Police resources have been cut. Vehicle crime has been deprioritized, and the criminals know it. One victim in West Sussex discovered his van missing from his partner's driveway. Inside were £10,000 worth of tools, his entire livelihood. He lost an estimated 30,000 more in earnings he could no longer take. The gang that stole his van also hit over 100 other vehicles across 4 counties. The stolen cars were driven to a chop shop in Surrey, dismantled within hours, and loaded onto lorries bound for European ports. The operation ran like a factory. The British government has now proposed a law that would criminalise possession of relay devices and similar electronic theft tools. The Crime and Policing Bill threatens up to 5 years in prison. Before this, police could only prosecute if they proved a specific device was used in a specific crime. That loophole kept the supply chain legal for years. The Royal United Services Institute published the first major study of organised vehicle theft in Britain and found a security ecosystem with fewer resources and less resilience than at any point in modern history. Manufacturers are trapped in an expensive arms race against criminals who innovate faster. Law enforcement is fragmented across dozens of jurisdictions, and the ports, the final choke point, catch only a fraction of what passes through. In 2024, officers at UK ports seized 450 stolen vehicles and 118 stolen parts, worth a combined £13.8 million. That sounds significant, until you measure it against the roughly 90,000 cars stolen that same year. The seizure rate is less than half of 1%. The rest sailed through. Within 5 years, the economics of this trade will reshape your insurance premiums, your car's resale value, and possibly whether you can afford to own certain models at all. Britain did not just develop a car theft problem, it accidentally built the supply chain for a global black market, and dismantling it will require something this country has not yet tried: treating vehicle crime as organized crime. If you want to understand what is coming before it reaches your driveway, subscribe to Core Morsels. I will see you in the next one.